On North Fork Road in Lyons, several people tell us they never got an evacuation notice and barely made it out as fire ripped through that area on Labor Day. Now, the 5 people who died from the Beachy Creek fire also lived in that area. Lindsay Nadrit spoke to neighbors who say they want a better alert system in place and want answers about what happened. Lindsay?
Yeah, I spoke to several different families who live along North Fork Road in Lyons who are upset about how those evacuation notices were issued. They all describe a scary and chaotic scene and feel lucky to have made it out alive. Claire Greco lives 6 miles up North Fork Road in Lyons. She says the winds on Labor Day were unlike anything she's ever experienced.
I knew there was a fire. I wasn't real worried because we weren't at level 1 or level 2.
Her neighbors, Christina and Tim Kale, said the same thing. In fact, they even called each other to figure out if they needed to leave. Christina says she looked at this evacuation map, but they live past the golf course outside of the level 2 zone.
And then I realized it was from Elkhorn Golf Course up the North Fork. And I thought, oh, okay, we're not in a level 2.
They eventually lost power and cell service along with it because they rely on Wi-Fi for cell reception. Claire has a landline, though, and says she never got a call to evacuate on that either.
So I called the non-emergency number at Marion County and said, well, if we have to evacuate, will you call us or what? And she said, oh, yeah, we'll call you.
The Kales told me the same thing happened to them.
It needs to be a better system. You know, it failed.
They think even an early heads up about nearby evacuations would have made a huge difference.
I don't know why they didn't start down the North Fork and start evacuating or letting people know they were going to evacuate. I know they were overwhelmed, but I don't think people should have died.
And I think that would have made a difference, not for houses, not for personal property, but just for people getting out and not being injured, and maybe some of those lives might have been saved.
5 people who died from the Beachy Creek fire lived along North Fork Road. The Kales told me they lived just a mile from Wyatt Tofty and Peggy Masso, who were found dead in their car with the family dog. The Kales' home and Claire's burned to the ground. They all decided to leave shortly after the power went out and are thankful they did.
Sometimes I cry, but I try not to because I keep reminding myself it's just stuff.
Well, the Kales told me they did finally get an evacuation notice around midnight, but by then they were already safe in Salem. I did reach out to the Marion County Sheriff's Office about how those alerts were issued, and for now they told me they're still trying to piece everything together. Reporting live, I'm Lindsay Nadrit, KOIN 6 News.
Okay, Lindsay, thank you.